Shout out to niggas that were bullied in the 90s.
Duke Dog.
To everyone who was bullied in the 90s and made it to an adult without killing themselves or someone else, congratulations, niggas.
Shout out.
Yeah, I love all of y'all because it's tough out there. I mean, nowadays these niggas go all out over. You put a meme up, make a meme up of somebody and get about 100 likes or something. Niggas is about to be blacked out. Lights out. Life's over. Niggas like that. I'm embarrassed. I gotta go. I gotta do it.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. I gotta go. That's fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. I almost, if it's like bullying has always happened, I think, for us, but it's like the skin of the bullied is a lot thinner. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of, it was tough, man. You seen it when kids it happened to. I never really got bullied like that, but you've seen the shit. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, those guys got to have tougher skin, man. If not, they're going to get fucked with all the time, But now it's like the first little, it's like, feelings hurt, crawl in a ball, It's still every world. It's like, explaining to my daughter when she's like, Dad, I'm being bullied. All right, explain to me what's happening. Because I'm not going to jump off the rail, you know what I mean? Automatically, like the bully. What is happening? Well, so-and-so said I was stupid today. Or he called me fat. Does he do it every day? All the time. Push you in the locker, put his hands on you? No, he did it today. Honey, it's not bullying.
Yeah, someone was just picking on you for a second.
It was something that might lead to bullying if he keeps it up.
Yeah.
If it's a pattern, it's repetitive.
And honestly, at that age, that might mean he likes her.
Right.
It's that weird shit when kids are young and they do the whole fucking, well, I'm going to pull your hair because I like you because I don't know how to express that I want your attention.
Especially that age. So she's 10 going on 11. You know what I mean? They don't know what the fuck is going on. It's
like
juice
baby,
box.
Baby, if he punches you in the back, that's a problem.
Right, right. If he fucking kicks you down the stairs, I don't think he likes you. I think Daddy's got to go to his house and fuck him and his father up. I think that's what's going to happen right now. So get that Addy, because that's what the young boys say. Get that Addy for me. Send Daddy to the Addy.
Whoa.
Woo, can we name that? I don't know.
Put that in the book.
That might be the name of the episode. Send Daddy to the Addy.
Send Daddy to the Addy.
Send Daddy to the Addy. And a caddy, watch out, get low, nigga. So that's what we do. It's a young pastry, man. You see the hat? Or you hear about the hat I'm telling you about. Is there a hat here?
But you have the option to do both because you can watch it on YouTube and you can listen anywhere that podcasts are streaming. We are also streaming there. So tell a friend to tell a friend. He's got a dusted top.
Dusted top, nigga. It's like when you put that marshmallow in the fire just enough, nigga. I don't know how you like your marshmallows, man, in a campfire, but some motherfuckers just like, this shit come out flaming like, it's good. Like, that's not for me, bro. I get close enough where it gets that nice brown, like kind of my complexion, a little darker.
If I have the time and patience and wind and luck on my side, I'll tell you what I like to do. Can I set it up?
Set it up, nigga. Lay it out.
I like to do the thing where you get the marshmallow and you toast it. And you toast it to a pretty good amount. And you toast it just enough to where you can slide off a layer with 2 fingers, and now you have a new layer to toast and toast and toast while you eat that one crunchy layer, and then you want it to crust up again.
Yo.
Sheath it off. Sheath it off, if you will.
This is a skill set I am not aware of.
Go again. I'm telling you.
I did camp back in the day for a week, and we only were there for 4 days because they kicked us out early.
Oh, wow.
But I'd never done that one, man.
Wow.
I didn't know you could remove, eat, and then toast.
Renew, reuse, recycle, brother.
I mean, now, does that process, can you keep doing that until there's nothing left? Or is it just a one shot and then you do the second time and that's it?
Man, you can get, it depends, like I said, skill, the wind. I don't know how many,
A lot of variables here,
Yeah. How's your wrist doing today?
Right.
You got some control on it?
Now you got me thinking about the jumbo schmellos, nigga.
Well,
ooh, those ones probably got about 8 sheaths, nigga. 8 holsters of love, nigga.
Could be.
Oh, watermelon versus pumpkin.
Episode 114, we're in this bunk, and it's starting to get nice outside. I'll tell you, for the past 3 days, I went outside running, and it's a beautiful experience just to get that fresh air back in the lungs. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see, got a plant in this bitch. That's called a snake plant. Cleans the air naturally, puts oxygen, pure oxygen into the air.
Nice. Snake plant?
It's called a snake plant.
Regular spelled snake, regular way.
Yep. And I bought 2 of them and then replanted 2 of them. So now I have 4. Got 1 in the bedroom, 1 here, 2 by the TV.
How tall do they get?
They can get up to 6 feet.
Bars.
Yeah, and I bought them because low light and you don't have to water them much. They're called a power plant to where you can pretty much ignore them.
Right.
And they'll be fine. You know what I mean? I didn't want no high maintenance.
Bamboo is like that.
Yes.
Bamboo is like, yeah, you don't really. If you kill a bamboo, nigga, you're just a horrible person.
Yeah. You didn't water it once in 3 months.
Right?
Like,
He's like, you've never touched that shit.
Yeah.
You killed the bamboo, man. Like, they're hard to kill, nigga.
Yep.
You water it once a week, and it's probably gonna be good.
Yeah,
you know?
they say the snake plants, the only way, like not the only way, but the easiest way to kill them is by watering them too much. So that's the thing of like
You can't do too much.
there's some real
Less is
like
best, nigga.
leave the shit exactly, leave it alone. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some more of them because like I said, they naturally clean the air and they're like insanely good to have. And I can even start you off with one because what I'm gonna say is you can clip these leaves and clip them in like 3 or 4 parts and plant them in and they come on.
You talking about what is
Come
that?
on, talking about cloning out here.
Cloning, nigga. This.
Okay.
I know they do that with weed, where they take stems and they recreate out of that, stem cell research. I think that's the wrong.
That might be it.
I think that's wrong.
That's why it's illegal.
But I was gonna say, is there any research of knowing why it's called a snake plant?
I think it's just because of the look. It almost looks like it's snaking up, you know?
Like a snake out there.
Yeah.
Flute on these niggas.
Put the flute on them.
So maybe you got to water it and play the flute and get it to its full
Get
potential.
Get it to grow.
Oof, that's great, nigga.
Yeah.
So they should probably ship those to China, man. Get that coronavirus and shit.
Wow, clean up the air. True. Yo, plant the snake.
Snake plants is all you need.
I might have to donate some clones. Yo,
Listen.
go take those over there and grow
What's
it.
the name of the place where it's happening? Is it Hunan, China? I don't know.
That might be the correct.
I think it's with an H. Yo.
Or Wuhan, was it?
It is a Wuhan. Because I always thought of Wu-Tang
Got you
when I
all in
heard
check.
it. Yeah. Wuhan got you all in check. Anybody over 35 gets it.
Now, one thing that I'd like to say is what I hope is that hopefully there's somebody, there's got to be somebody out there that made the final call to make plastic bags illegal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Who's the guy?
But actually, excuse me, real
Environmentalist.
quick on the coronavirus. I'm proud of the world how I believe that we all got together and nobody made the bad beer joke. You know what I mean? I think the world came together as one at that moment. It was almost like the day after 9/11 where the world came together and was just like, yeah, no, don't make the beer joke.
Don't make
you know
the
what I
beer
mean?
joke, because this shit might leak over here, man. This shit's serious.
Softball comedy is what it is. That's just another. But hey, let's not make. And I feel like everyone came together and they did not make the goddamn beer
They
joke.
did.
And
Somebody did, but he did it in the confines of his own home with his close family.
And even his family was just like, Don. I mean, come on now.
People are dying.
Will ya?
People are dying, Willie. You think it's a joke? I don't know if it's a joke. I wouldn't say that, but I do think it's some weird shit. You know what I heard though?
I think it escaped the lab. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm with it, man. Escape the lab. Tensional. No. Maybe leak. Maybe turn that valve. Walk away. What happened? Who left that open? That leads into the ozone.
They were playing
that?
frisbee with one too many petri dishes, and that was the real one.
Oh no! Now it's too late to stop.
Gina took it home in her clothes.
Oh, I mean, some of those conspiracy theorists of things, I kind of believe some of them where they're like, China's very overpopulated. You're talking about a country who gets rid of, if you have more than one daughter or two, something like that, they get rid of one for adoption or fucking kill them. It's kind of that's the country you're talking about. You don't think that they'd be capable of fucking putting some shit in the air to experiment on their people to get rid of some people?
The guy that blew the whistle on the coronavirus and told the world about the coronavirus, then got arrested for doing that, died from the coronavirus.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is a conspiracy, but I will say that all the pieces are there for it to just.
I guess this one's a lot different than some of the other ones because this one I said I guess it attacks heavily at your lungs. And this one is they said it's swine, and the other ones this one is I think because of the other ones, the swine and shit, were they airborne too? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. It seemed like those were
just passed along.
It seemed like those were newsworthy for a little while, but they didn't spread obviously anywhere close.
And never seen I don't think we ever seen it like those on this level where you look at that country they're fucking masked out, snatching people out of their houses fucking
they're snatching people off the street.
Right, Auschwitz fucking people they're trying to take. You know what I mean? Come on, we're gonna bring it to our concentration camp.
No, it's definitely people are getting pulled over in their cars, taken out of their cars, and tossed in vans and driven away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's real shit out there.
that first footage I saw of it, man, it wasn't even a decent fucking like lockup truck. It was like a pickup that had a box in the back of it, and they threw him in the box in the back of it. Like, what the fuck?
Like
dogs
low.
get better treatment than that in a pound, man.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is going on, people?
No, and did you see them spraying stuff into the air to like?
Yeah, they're spraying air. They're spraying like sidewalk platforms.
But they had one
hazmat.
where it was like 3 trucks next to each other, just driving down, each 10 miles an hour, perfect with each other, and just what it looked like, they had 10,000 Febreze bottles on.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. That's some
whatever
scary
it was,
shit.
whatever
Man,
they're spraying into the air to try to kill that shit.
I can't even imagine like living somewhere like that, because you think about it, it's like, man, the easiest thing to do in life is breathing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, so if I do that, I could get it and die? Oh, shit. That's like niggas is walking through supermarkets holding their breath without a mask. You know what I mean? You tell me where
And then it's weird because now they're talking about like there's confusion with some people out there think if you're wearing a mask, you have it. When it's like, but people are out there wearing the mask to not get it.
Right.
Like,
and I learned that too, because I used to think every time I saw somebody out here, it's like, oh, they got something. Like foreigners, like you get a lot of people from China when they come here. They usually, a lot of the tourists I seen, they wear the masks.
Yep.
So for the longest time back, some time ago, I used to think it was them. Oh, they are so contagious. We don't want what they got anyways. Yo, keep your mask on, B.
yeah, contagious.
But the whole thing of it was like, no, nigga. You don't trust us? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bro, when I went to, and it might work out if this thing does, kill half the fucking planet. I have like 10 masks because I bought a package of them when I went to California. I wore one on the plane because that's when people get sick, and that's nasty as shit to touch, man. I wore one on a plane there and back.
What was the number? Was it 53? I think U.S. citizens got it.
Cases of it.
Yeah,
but then
of them were from a cruise ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was news about the cruise.
Yep. They said that was like 40 of them, 39, 40 of them were from the cruise, and the other ones were from people that were over there. You know what I mean? So it didn't. But the guys that came on the cruise, though, they did a good job of quarantine. Like, those motherfuckers came off the cruise. Like, no, you're going immediately to a compound, nigga. Like,
yeah.
You're not going nowhere, but right over here, secluded in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, your vacation, you thought it was over. We're gonna go 2 more weeks.
Right. Don't worry about it. We'll give you soup. We'll fucking slide food under the door.
Yep.
Slide it through a plastic fucking sleeve.
Please just step in this bubble for us and just stay there.
Decontamination station.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's scary shit to think about, man. When you talk about shit that you can't see, taste, or anything, it's just breathe, man. No, that's what it just got into your system, and it's a fucking attacking you. That's insane, man. Like those guys, I know they're smart guys over there, man, but Jesus, you're manipulative to whoever did that shit.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, like that whole theory, I kind of believe in a little bit. Where one of the ones is that a population control, what they're doing, because most of the people that are dying from that are elderly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, if you want to get rid of population, we're going to start with the old first. They live their lives.
I saw an article on that today. I didn't read the article, but I saw the article that had said they were saying young people are reacting surprisingly well to coronavirus. And I was like, that might be somebody in the lab of like, cook it so however it works, it kills old people.
Kills the old ones. And it's like, we got to get rid of some people, man. We got too many fucking people over here. All right, this is the way to do it. We'll get rid of the old first, and then the ones that are weak immune systems, they just didn't make the cut either. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, that's fucked up. But, man, you're talking about guys who throw shoes in fucking, in their public, in their political parties. You know what I mean? These guys that fucking throwing fists
wilding
and
out.
at each other. You know what I mean? It's like, and they get rid of kids if they have more than one female in the family or some shit. Like, this is what you're talking about. People that, when people that do shit like that do shit like this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. They haven't really said anything to prove it, but I believe that theory.
The name of this episode and the newest bumper sticker: people like that do shit like this.
Right.
Okay.
That is it's so true. You niggas over there.
People that do that.
Yeah.
Do this.
Do this.
Right?
Yeah. Do shit like this all the time.
Man, I'm down to try new cuisine, but even a lot of they were saying it was coming from people eating fucking bats.
Yeah, I heard that one
Man,
too. That's
I'm
insane.
down to try some stuff, but
that one.
And now listen, if it doesn't look like a goddamn bat, if it's a chili and I don't know,
right?
Okay, but no, I'm talking about having people with like bat soup, where it's just, hey, there's a bat in your goddamn soup, and you're picking up the fucking wing and trying to, like, I don't give a shit about the most online fucking cutesy attention needing girl that loves Batman that much. You're not eating no bat fucking soup. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
no one's that big of a fan.
It's
just one of those things that does not need to happen. We do not need to be eating goddamn soup.
It's crazy, man, because a lot of the Asian cultures, countries, man, they eat crazy shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I feel like just like, yeah, give it a shot. We'll see.
Yep.
Like the whole like trial and error they go through of finding food that's able to be eaten. It's like, we'll just try it, and if we live, then it's good. It's like, God damn, that's Russian roulette eating, man.
Mm-hmm. But in some of the Asian countries, how they even learned that some of the stuff was edible is because if you're starving back in the day, that you go for everything. You know?
That little octopus out the water, he gonna have to do. We don't got no fire. Eat him as is. Nigga, tentacles flapping. Oh, that's a disturbing one too. The one where they had I don't know if you ever seen that one. The young girl in Japan or somewhere, and they go to this place. They order and they had the little squid in the bowls, like a little like fucking iridescent kind of light blue kind of see-through like fucking looking like little squid or
you had me at iridescent, homie.
Yeah, and it was like she looked at it and then the thing was still fucking moving and she just fucking threw it in her mouth and she's fucking taking it down and the fucking tentacles are trying to go up her nose. I'm like, I'm fucking skeeving like, holy shit, like, yo, he's fighting for his life right now.
And this is just dinner to you.
Right, and you're just like, you're chewing on them and those tentacles, they stay alive still, so he's fucking fighting like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's just like, how do you go about that? And not, I'm watching a octopus or a squid and they shoot that ink out, squid ink and shit, and it's kind of like,
yeah, like, is that happening right now?
Right, that looks poisonous, man. Like, it's like, can we eat that? How did you test that? How did you find out we can eat that?
Fuck it. That's how. It was to one person, whatever language you speak, that's what happened. It was, fuck it.
Oh, man. Hey, Alexa, how do you say fuck it in Chinese? She's not going to know. All right,
she didn't like it.
She didn't like the question. All right, well, however you say it, that's what the niggas said.
No, it's crazy out there. I'll tell you, man, ever since I heard about it, not that it was it's something I wanted to do for a while, but ever since I heard about it where I was like, man, I really never want to get sick, is I've been doing the shot of apple cider vinegar every day, and I will tell you, I feel great from it. Like, the digestion, because it works for your digestion, man, and it's 5 seconds of pain for just like just good stuff, man.
For hours of greatness.
Yeah.
That's wow. So a shot of apple cider vinegar works from the inside out.
Yes.
It gets in there and it fucking breaks things down. Mm-hmm. Good for the digestive. She recommended it, my lady. She has a lot of
and they say to always get it because you'll see it on the bottle or not, with the mother. Because that's what it says right on the bottom, with the mother. Because that's whatever it is.
The mother knows.
What's apple cider vinegar, the mother?
According to another Amazon customer, in French, vinegar actually means sour wine. Organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, like Bragg's, also contains mother, strands of proteins, enzymes and friendly bacteria that give the product a murky appearance. Did that answer your question?
The mother.
Alexa, yes, thank you.
That's the murkiness. The murky from it.
It's just that funk.
Oof.
So I got an article here talking about the 6 proven benefits. And that's a horrible article, man, because I just wanted you to list them. That's all I really wanted.
Give me a list, niggas.
Yeah.
I hate niggas that don't list niggas.
Tell them about it.
If niggas don't list niggas, then they're unlisted. I mean, I'm gifted. Wait, shifted. What the fuck is you niggas talk about?
Set my cock on fire. Yeah, my dick sled. Okay, well, here we go. Real quick.
So it's one shot a day, though, you said.
Yeah, I do one shot a day. 20 uses for apple cider vinegar. Number 1, it wards off the flu. 2, dissolves kidney stones. 3, detoxifies the body. 4, regulates pH balance in the body. 5, aids with nausea. 6, relieves heartburn. 7, relieves allergies. 8, lowers glucose levels and diabetes. If you're sugar too high. Number 9, natural appetite suppressant. 10, relieves migraines. 11, relieves sinus pressure and infection. 12, lower blood pressure. 13, lower cholesterol. 14, kills cancer cells or slows their growth. 15, reduces inflammation, relieves arthritis pains. 16, gets rid of buildup on scalp. 17, gets rid of fingernail or toenail fungus. 18, soothes bug bites. 19, gets rid of warts. 20, clears your skin.
Oof, don't forget a cleaning agent.
Yeah.
21, nigga, you can clean everything. The best thing to use for your windows is vinegar, baby. Them shits get it nice. That's why they put vinegar in like Windexes and shit. Like you ever get that Windex, like this shit smell like vinegar, bro. That's because that's the good
Vinegar, B.
That list is extensive. And,
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. And for that
my
5
thing
seconds of
is, like,
pain,
how long? But how long? It's 5 seconds of it, but like how long are you burping and tasting it though for? Like that's the shit that used to kill me. Like when my uncle back in the day used to have us take fucking. We went down there for the summertime, and he was all big into his health and
fish oil.
Yeah, fish oil pills. They were terrible, man.
You just gotta-
every fucking burp was like, oh god, it's fucking
They
cod
sell
in my mouth.
They-
That was a D.
Go ahead, keep going. That was a D.
Not a CK. That's what I mean. It wasn't a D-I-C-K. It was a D with the niggas. I ain't got to explain shit.
Pause.
You know what I mean? I'm so comfortable, nigga. I whip my dick out right now.
Oh shit.
Oh my Lanta.
Yeah, but fish oil pills are rough.
They are.
But the apple cider vinegar, man, I'll tell you,
No burping every time, and that's all you taste.
No, it goes down. I always do it with a chaser,
Okay. You
and
gotta,
even a
get that out
chaser
the
of
mouth.
seltzer, a chaser of
Something.
Powerade, whatever.
Something
But
with flavor.
that's the thing too, because you don't want to just take it and then let it go down by itself. You take it and then you chase it with, and then push it all the way down first, so it's not sitting up here.
Let it
you know
get
what I'm
down to
saying?
the basement and flood
Exactly.
the basement. You know what I mean?
Take it down,
Right.
like it's
Because the only
It's like
way,
if there's a mosh pit and you're on this side, you want to get closer to the stage. Sometimes you just got to be like, fuck it, and you run through the mosh
Run
pit
through.
to get closer to the stage. That's just really what it is.
Listen, you gotta let that stomach do what a stomach do. Ooh. Which is
Don't hold it back.
Don't hold it back, nigga. Unless you're in church and you gotta take a shit. In that case, don't hold it back, nigga. Just go in that church bathroom.
Don't stop
It's
believing.
nothing better than a holy. That's probably where the word holy shit came from. I bet.
Somebody was just putting in work.
Putting work in behind the fucking pew, nigga. Just
Yo, I've been, man, I'll tell you, man, sometimes when I used to have really bad stomach problems, on the way to work, it was either if I had to pull over and take a dump and I hadn't hit the highway yet, it was either a package store or a church in the parking lot, because that was
everyone's welcome in the church.
because the
Shitters
parking
and all, nigga.
because a package store or liquor store, for people who don't know the term package store, liquor store, no one's open in the morning, so like you pretty much you're
Right.
not going to be
You're
disturbed
out-
if you're
you're
taking
out
a
there.
dump. And then a church, just like, man,
Listen,
they got big enough
It's
parking lots.
God's
Sometimes
house.
you
You
go to the back.
understand?
I'm just taking it home. That was it.
Listen, you know it's real though if you're in that church and the damn preacher or the pastor comes in and he's like fucking blessing the bathroom. You know, and if you're in a Catholic church, he's probably coming in with the incense shit.
Yeah, with
the
that
little
smoke.
thing swinging.
You fucked up the band. You fucked up the
Old
vibe.
Pastor Johnson gonna come in and exercise that ass a little bit. Oh Jesus, take it out of his ass, bring it back to hell. Where it
Relieve
came
this
from.
brother of the mud butt.
Bring it back to whence it came from. It's like,
I rebuke you, hot sauce.
Chalupa number 5. I salute. What's that name of that hot sauce? Cholula. That's that Cholula with I think the sexy Spanish lady on it.
The wooden top, right?
Yeah.
Like the ball.
Oh yeah, the wooden ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The little pearl top, nigga. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What else happened
Cholula.
since we've spoken last? That boxing match, man. A big ass boxing match. Fury versus excuse
out
me, his
to
name is
the-
Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Or I should say Bambi out the womb.
Oh, the legs were not working right. It was like that.
Like
you know,
that.
that's what it
One
looked like.
slight tap and fucking he's all over the place.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I'll give you 10 seconds for. We'll give it a moment if you want to turn it off. If you want to fast forward.
Fast forward, pause it, come back to us.
Okay,
learn
we're about
it.
to say who won the fight. Deontay Wilder did not win. Tyson Fury put on, dare I say,
Next, Johnson. I guess a Johnson next.
a
Room 6.
clinic. Okay, it was a clinic.
And
Wow.
to just let y'all know, Wilder was heavily favored.
Yes.
Put that out there. Heavily. That nigga was 49, 40-0 or some shit like that.
Yeah, 42, 43 and 0.
30-something knockouts.
Yeah.
So it does knock people out. So
And
Of course he's favored.
it seemed, unfortunately, that's why he lost, is because all he can do is knock people out because, hey.
He's a one-hitter quitter. You know what that reminded me of, man, to be honest, too? When Whatchamacallit had his big hype, underground fighting fucking Kimbo, man. And he ran into that, I don't know that guy's name, but that big fucking white dude who looked kind of out of shape.
Yeah, with the pink hair.
And he gave Kimbo a run for his money, man, because they were both exhausted. But this guy lasted longer, man. And he didn't look like, because Kimbo's so used to, he ain't going them rounds because he's used to getting everybody down. Boom, boom, fucking this guy up. But this big white dude was taking them shots like, yeah, man, I'm a big guy too.
Yep.
And I can take hits, so good luck. You know,
guy, I'm a big guy too.
And then they just started like pillow fighting at some point. It was
you're talking that was the one back. You're not talking about the professional.
No, I'm talking about the
I mean,
street
it was like it was like a cop or something, but not
was he?
not off duty. I don't mean like he went and fought a cop. It was it was something like that.
He was like some sort of military, I thought, or something.
It might have been that, like military police.
They fought in a gym somewhere.
Yep.
Underground. This is bearfish days. You know what I mean?
Bearfish, man. Don't put no clothes on your fish.
The bearfish. It's a bearfish. We need a bearfish necessities.
Upstream.
Just straight knuckling up with niggas.
Yeah.
And that big white dude, he was known on the streets for murdering everybody. But
Yep.
where that dude was, man, he couldn't knock him out, and his fatigue kicked in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what reminded me of, Wilder and this guy, because he just was like, but like how you said, though, I watched it. I seen highlights, but I actually watched the whole kind of fight previously to the show.
Pre-pod.
Pre-pod. And he came out the gate looking wobbly, which is weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his first round is no bounce in the step. He almost looked like his eyes were like, I don't know if they fucking gave him something, or it was weird, man.
He looked like he hadn't slept in fucking, the entire. He looked like he was up for 36 hours.
Right.
That like, all right, I just have to do this, then I can go to bed.
He's got an addiction nobody knows about. Pussy. He fucked right before the match.
Might have been.
And you know what happens, man? They said the worst thing to do is drain all your energy, because I know I get exhausted after releasing.
Sapped.
Like when the kids come out running out the fucking tunnel, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot out of the nigga. When the kids come running out of the tunnel, the stadium is just not the same.
When
is what I'm saying.
when the teams take the field for the Super Bowl.
Right. It's just the energy is left, nigga.
Yeah, and Wilder, he looked
that way.
He looked exhausted from the beginning. The unfortunate thing that they came out and did in an interview was to say his costume that he wore to the ring, the Super Shredder.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I thought you said
In an interview.
his people, him and his people. That was his costume, which was I think 40 pounds or something.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said my costume was 40 pounds. We had it on for 10 to 15 minutes in the back. Then I walked to the ring. Then I climbed the steps into the ring. So by that time, his costume was on fucking 10 to 20 minutes at least.
He's trying to say all that sweat is what made him like.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then you ain't trained good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to be. You're a conditioned athlete, man. He's
Exactly.
not-
Once you start adding up the time, it is like, damn, that would suck to have an extra 40 pounds on you that long. But you looked like you looked like you never fought before.
Right. And it's like
You could be tired and still have some type of tactics.
And the thing was, you weren't running to the stage, nigga. You were slow waltzing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't no run. You had the rapper from California, whoever that cat was, doing poetry / rap. And,
Pro Black.
Right. He was doing that was his name?
No, he just was very, very much. Which
like,
I'm not. It's not a bad. It was
right.
just
That was
the message.
That was the thing, right? He was doing Black History Month, and he was coming with the message, and everybody had the fist in the air.
Yep.
He had this like Wakanda meets like King kind of
Jaffe Joe.
right. So it was a wardrobe going on, which motherfuckers in Africa probably don't wear nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? He had quite an entrance.
Yeah, he came out looking like he came out ready to fight the Power Rangers, not to do a boxing match.
Right.
The shit was weird.
It was like too much.
It just didn't need to be that.
To make that the reason why you lost. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But he said that one. There was another. What was it? He had another excuse.
Well, when he was actually interviewed in the ring after being finished, which that's not the time for a fucking interview. Like, yo, we just watched the fight. He should have been done in round 3 when he got his fucking ear popped. And I don't know if it's eardrum. I don't know if they came out with
He
it
was
yet.
bleeding
But
from within.
when you're bleeding, When you are bleeding from within, which is the new fucking emo band that we're gonna start. Bleeding from within.
It's so true. With a single teardrop for the logo. Nigga.
Exactly. But the one that like it starts here, then it gets super razor thin, then it pools down at the bottom.
Jordan S. We'll talk about him later.
That's what we need. Oh my God, I lost it completely. What I was fucking saying.
No, you talking about the air pop. You said he popped them in the air.
Oh yeah, in the third round when he popped him in the ear, there was a very clear case for it to be done there.
Right.
Of like
he was like a drunk uncle. He was just
yeah.
trying to get out of it, staggering, like, all right, I'm here. All right, let's do this.
So that's why I think like the thing that won him all those fights, I think it also fucked him up because everybody was like, yeah, but he could hit him with one shot and finish it. Yeah, but he could hit him with, you know what I mean? Like Wilder's still got that one punch. He's got that one punch.
Yeah.
And
that's that thing like when people say, they always say they say old guys, you remember a guy that's over 75 is like, hey, some of the motherfuckers got one good punch left in him. You don't want to stand in front of it.
Yep.
He didn't have that. He didn't have it.
Yep. But I think that's why they maybe didn't call it because like, yo, you're bleeding from within and all types of shit's coming out of your head where like they got the towel up against it, not even just like a thin Band-Aid. They have a towel up against the side of your head because you're bleeding from within. And you look like you said, like a deer on ice. Just at that point, it almost got to where I'm like, yo, Fury should have been better and been able to finish him off. Instead of like, they went another 4 rounds of him fucking Bambiing
he was all
it up.
strategizing and, it worked for him, but he could have, if once he was wobbling like that, he could have just kept coming with him.
Yep. Because he knocked him down twice.
Yeah, I think he was probably getting scared of getting hit with that one wonder too.
Yeah.
Though. You know what I mean? He probably was like, if I go in there like blazing, I'm gonna stick to my strategy. What I'm doing, this is working. He's knocking him down. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I'm just fucking timber.
Because at that point, not that it's the most genius fucking correlation to make with it, but you have to think, as long as I don't get hit by that one, I'm gonna win because I already knocked him down. I just need to not get hit by that one, and we're good. Because then we hit him the second with the punch to the stomach that knocked him down straight on the butt.
That was that was to have a seat, baby. That was. And that was a straight one. It was like it wasn't a side blow to the ribs where where guys take that and wince. No, this was the straight jab to the fucking sternum.
That was what you hit Dom Flamenco with, and he goes boo, boo, boo. That was that shit. That was that Tyson.
Oh yeah, the finishing shit we went side to side. That was that nigga, but less theatrics, but all the action.
Yeah,
his ass hitting the canvas.
And the same when he hit the canvas. That shit was.
And it was and then it was like. Even the ones they didn't count as knockouts, they was just sloppy. He was flying all over the ring. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing, bro? Get on your feet.
Yeah.
Like,
he was Punch Drunk is, not just a movie.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at him like, God,
Punch Drunk is not a river in Egypt. All right, that shit was.
It's like I'm watching it. Like I saw the highlights, but I'm watching the fight before pre-pod, and I'm like almost feeling like I want to yell at it like it's live. And like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the fuck, man?
That's the thing where I was saying it's even scarier watching it back where you're like, yo, I know the ending and how early in that fight he was done. Like he was not competing anymore from like round 2.5. It was bad, man. It was definitely bad.
So he's going to plan on doing a part 3.
Well,
this is their second time fighting.
He has 30 days to exercise the clause, apparently.
30 days to say I want in?
It's really like the Santa Claus. You can choose to be Santa Claus if you want to. That's what this fight breaks down to. They're like, yo, you can choose to be Santa Claus and fight another day, or you can just be like, hey, I'm going to go for another opponent. Right.
But the thing is, too, man, it's like 40-0 or whatever, and your first loss is like that. That sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't like
you want to go to the card for your first loss.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It wasn't a Warriors battle where like it was boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God, you got knocked down. You got caught with one. No, it was.
And the thing
you got made to look stupid.
Right. And the thing with Wilder, man, to me is like if he just had more fucking stamina, maybe, and he probably would have outlasted that guy for 12. You know what I mean? The guy was 273. I mean, he doesn't look like he was in greatest shape. No. But he was in enough boxing shape to fuck this guy up. But like how it was, where you're
that boxing IQ, dog.
Like Butterbean. It's like
that
nigga's not going 12 rounds, but he was smart enough and he could take hits and give them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But wait, did he fight Tyson?
Butterbean?
No. Who did he fight?
I knew he fought Johnny Knoxville in the goddamn movie.
Yeah. No, I feel like he fought a pretty big. He got beat up, but I thought he fought Tyson, man. I might be bugging.
Alexa, Did Butterbean ever fight Mike Tyson?
Here's something I found from the article WrestleMania on Wikipedia. Mike Tyson appeared at WrestleMania 14 as the special guest enforcer for the WWF Championship bout between Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin, while professional boxer Butterbean was challenged to a boxing match by Bart Gunn at WrestleMania 15.
Okay, so I do not believe that they fought each other, but they have both worked with the WWE.
There was all this, degrees of separation, bacon.
Exactly.
That's how you put that together, nigga. Bacon has something. Kevin Bacon has something to do with it, nigga. That's degrees of separation. You know how many people go deep into that and be like, I'm related to Kevin. Listen, this is how. And they actually break this shit down. My cousin so-and-so is related to so-and-so, so-and-so is related to so-and-so, and they're related to the mailman that's related to the first cousin of Tom Hanks. And it's like, what the
And
fuck
Tom Hanks is an actor, and so is Kevin Bacon. Okay, we got it.
And Tom Hanks played in a movie with Kevin. That's what it is. As long as you go back to a person that played in a movie with Kevin Bacon, or he was in the movie with so-and-so, and that person was in the movie with Kevin Bacon. Bars. Like I think you could probably do that with everybody.
Yeah.
Pacino's been in a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm gonna have to call you back, nigga. It's the weed man. I'm scared. I call you back, nigga. I'm always waiting for you. Oh man, but yeah, it was and it was tough too because this was the Big Brit versus the USA. That guy Fury's from a big
I'll tell
British
you,
dude.
it was so bad that it was one of those. I don't know if I want to see a rematch. I mean, obviously, if it happens, I would watch. But it was so bad to where it's like, if that shit happened again, I don't want to see Wilder fight again. Like, ugh. You can't lose that bad twice in a row.
Yeah, no. And I think the first one they did was a draw, I think.
Yep.
The cards or something like that. So it's like, the third one is going to be a charm or is it going to be bullshit?
Yeah. Like hopefully now Fury doesn't have his number to where it's like, yo, it doesn't matter now. Like, no matter what you do, I know how to box you and beat you. Hopefully it's not that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Because, hey, man, boxing hasn't been popular in a minute, Boxing hasn't been, like, the thing to watch. It's been MMA forever. So we'll see what goes on.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, man, it's, I was, when I did the research earlier, because I'm sitting there like, to me, boxing kind of got replaced by Ultimate Fight, like UFC.
Oh, yeah, the MMA.
What I mean? So it definitely kind of took over that popularity of that genre of sport, but I think it was more tools that we haven't had a true heavy, like the heavyweights really would carry that sport. If you go throughout the time of boxing, man, your Ali's, your Foremans, you know what I mean? The Tysons.
Nobody's been exciting. That's been the thing too, because even boxing, how a lot of people talk about, boxing isn't as exciting as MMA. Okay, but the boxing matches that we grew up on, bro, those shits were exciting as fuck. I'm telling you, like,
these guys, that's the whole thing. Like, if you're a Mayweather guy, like boxing guys, a lot of boxing guys, there's a couple different kinds. You got the strategists. This is great. They love everything Mayweather does. He's such a strategist. He avoids the hits. He knows what he's doing. He strategically moves around. And then you got the other boxing fans like, I want to see a fucking slugfest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that guy's like, I've seen enough boxing to know I want to see somebody go in there and fucking duke it out.
Bang it out.
Right. Be a man. Put your fucking face in there. Let's go. But Mayweather was like, he was smart. He knew how to get his money and not get hit. So you can't knock the guy. But if you're a big boxing slugfest guy, he's not your guy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's why I was like, so.
Because what's his name? Homeboy that just retired, but was around so fucking long, and everybody hated because he was a boring ass boxer, but everybody respected as well because he was like 40 whatever doing it.
Was it
a tall, skinny black dude? Bernard Hopkins.
B-Hop.
He did this shit forever, and he was boring to watch, but he knew how to win. That was it.
Right.
It was the points. It was and discipline. That motherfucker was disciplined to just. I box my boxing. That's it. This is what I do. I'm a robot. I do the boxing thing.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah,
Step
that was
back,
it.
bounce, step, left, right, right, bounce. Yeah, that's kind of what Fury looked like. He was, you know what I mean? It's just like, all right, strategic, hit, go. But he kept coming at him. He kept coming at him.
Which he, like you said, was his game plan of I need him to fight off his back foot.
Backpedal. Yep, I'm gonna keep coming at him, and that's how I'm gonna beat him, and I'm gonna lick the blood off him, and he did that too. Like lick the blood on some real almost. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know if it really like he made contact, but to me, it was close enough.
It was close enough. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he mistakenly might have did it. Like
Right?
it might have been sweat or blood.
Hey,
or
some heat was rising.
Right,
You know,
you knew what that shit tastes like, but without knowing. You know, but try to bring one home for the Americans. Then when we looked it up, the last time there was an American champion was 2007, man, a long time ago for the sport of
13
boxing,
years.
man. You know, I mean, it's like they've been the Klitschko brothers, and then this guy, and it's kind of like, what's up, USA? We ain't got no worthy heavyweights. Like
Right.
Deontay Wilder's the only one we really got that's like out there ready to pop.
he's all we got.
Is all we got, man. CMB. He cash money, brother, man. But I don't know. I like I said, I'm with you on that one. I don't know if I want to see a rematch. I mean, I didn't even watch the first one, but after seeing the highlights and actually watching it, I'm like,
Yep. But I'll tell you, if somebody sells it right and it's built up, whoever Tyson Fury's fighting next, I might check it out. You know,
right, test it out.
It was like, wow, now I want to see him fight someone else. That's
You know who's gonna want to fight him? Everybody that lost to Deontay Wilder,
right.
It's like, well, I beat the nigga that beat the guy that I lost to. I think that gets my rankings a little
Yo,
higher.
and
right?
you know, everybody that lost to Deontay Wilder was like, why couldn't I fight that fucking Deontay Wilder?
I knew it, man. I knew I should have did that. Yeah, that's what you say, little nigga.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And you know what it reminded me of as well is, bro, we're almost done with February, and there's been no fucking battle raps that have come out. Have you watched anything? I
There
feel
was
like
there
it's
was
a
one up there, but I didn't
forgotten-
watch it. 2-on-2 female, 40 bars and or something. I just saw it up. I didn't watch it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the and it's nothing. Please don't take it because it's the females that are why it's not that because some of them females are dope. I don't know. Some of the 2-on-2s I just don't get into. You know what I mean? Some of them are like, I want to see. I want to see. Hold on. I want to see exactly who it was because I think it was 40 bars. I think I seen her once. Jazz. I think Jazz was involved.
They're names that I've heard, but I can't tell you that I've actually watched their matches.
Yeah.
But I know
Jazz
that they've
the
been
rapper
around.
And Official, they teamed up to go against 40 Bars and E Hart. Like I heard E Hart before.
Yeah.
I believe she was the one I remember that was pretty dope. But I mean, you look at it. I mean, some of the battles they put up, they got all these undercard guys that they're just trying to.
Yeah, there hasn't been
Murder
anything
versus King
big lately
Right.
in either league either. Like RBE hasn't dropped
RBE.
anything big either, and I don't even know of anything big coming up. I'm like, I feel like what the fuck happened in 2020 where all battle rap just fucking stopped.
Right. It's just like that's it, or they're building up for the going into this year. They're gonna
But
have
usually
the
you
spring.
hear rumors about like because
Well, they had the trailer here. They just said, who the fuck they just said was they're doing the trailers now for who's supposed to be coming out. I want to say your boy, the big one with the odd shape, not Jersey Torque. The fuck is his name? The Shotgun Shook.
oh god,
Yeah, no, I thought it was him, but no, it actually is. Oh God, I don't know how that one's gonna go. That's probably I like John the Don, but against Chess, I don't know if Chess I can get doses. I guess that one's a trailer for that, and New Jersey Twerk versus Geechee Gotti, which I thought they battled already.
for Chess, like Chess really just has to stop forgetting his fucking rhymes. Like it's
Right.
weird.
He's got some pretty good shit, man. I mean,
Yep.
I've heard him put some bars together that are pretty dope, but then when he starts fucking up, it just is a complete off button. Like,
Yeah.
all right. you
Yep.
know, nobody comes to watch Michael Jordan miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like dunk. No, we didn't come pay for that, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You had, I mean, I don't know how many, I think they give him like 4 or 5 months to prepare for these battles even. I mean, they give him a good amount of time, you know?
Usually, yeah.
You get a good amount of time. Some of them could go on a quick notice, you know what I mean? And those guys that can put it together quick, you got to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they choose those guys because they know that that's their skill set. It's like, yo, I could pop and do a tap. I could do a battle and memorize my shit within a week and a half. Rock with me. Not everybody could do it, but, certain guys can, you know? And they kind of just run with that, Or they just take bars they were going to use for the other guy they were going to battle.
Yeah, a lot of people got the well, that's honestly been, it seems to be why T-Rex has fallen so far is because he does a lot of generic fucking,
Mixtape
he
shit.
does a lot of stuff where you can tell he did not write that for that person, which
Right.
which sucks.
You're just doing some mixtape bars at this point. Like, yo, we got Cassidy for that. Cassidy gets into this fucking rap battle scene. I love Cassidy, for the hit he had. You know what I mean? Lyrical prowess on him. I always respected Cass. But it's like, he's trying to jump into this battle rap shit with these new guys, man. And that whole 2000 battle rap style he got is mixtape worthy, man.
Honestly,
you can't get in the ring with that shit,
it's
man.
like the fucking Deontay Wilder boxing. It was just like Cassie's in there, and you're like, well, I know he's dope, but this isn't. You know,
This isn't, like what? I don't even know who he is.
Same thing. Like, remember how the initial excitement when you heard that Cannabis was going to battle Disaster, and you're just like, whoa, this is going to be. And then it happened, and you're like,
Cannabis was such a disappointment.
oh no, oh my god, I'm watching him melt in front of me right now. Shit.
I was such a Cannabis fan growing up, man. I was a big Cannabis fan, and that was like disheartening bad.
Yeah.
That was really like, damn. When he pulled out the piece of paper in the battle, it's like, oh,
There's 30
God.
pages of rhymes in this motherfucker. You
Yeah.
want to hear it or what? I was like, no, we don't read off.
Especially when you're like, I battle you with the hand grenade with the pin out.
Yeah.
Like, I know that verse.
And that was the best part of your fucking battle.
was the shit motherfuckers remember.
By
I remember that
far.
shit from fucking 2000, 99. Nigga, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Because I remember that one because that was with my man. Shout out to Shice Villain, my G, who pulled a prank on a nigga back in the day, but sold it heavy. He spit that verse. And when we used to have ciphers and shit, because we had our little rap group starting up at 16, 17 or whatever, Microphone Vipers. Yeah, that was real shit. We was snakes like the plant.
Snake plant, clearing the air.
Let me clear the air real quick like snake plant. He had spit that verse every time we did a freestyle battle. So I used to think it was like, yo, that's a fucking, that verse is solid, nigga. You know, I battle you with hand grenade with the pin out.
Yeah.
Drinking a gin style, throw the 360 spin out. I'm like, yo, this nigga going in, huh? Go ahead, Shay. I ain't really heard you go down like that before. And then one day we were at the basketball court and he just started kind of spitting it. And some kid that we didn't even know was over there he chimed in and just started finishing it. And I looked and I'm like, yo, hold on, how you know your shit? And dude was like, Cannabis, right? And I looked just like, you ain't shit, nigga. He just started laughing. I was like, oh, man, you could have told me, nigga. At least I'd have been in on it when we do it to other people. Can't be the, what was his name? Hoyle? Bobby Hoyle? That was the name of fucking Woody Harrelson and White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, God.
Bobby Hoyle. He can't be Hoyle. Nigga, you gotta let me in on it, man. You know what I mean? If we gonna run game on niggas, I gotta be part of the alley-oop
Yo,
patrol.
I've been in unfortunate ciphers with people spitting Cannabis rhymes. Like, it's not.
That's terrible.
He's not the first, second, or third person to do
God.
it, bro.
And they just,
No.
I'm like, you're just gonna run with it. Like, hopefully nobody
Yep.
ever heard Cannabis rap this one before.
Yeah, he was definitely like of rappers that say they're bitten on all that shit, and that's like a cool thing to do. Cannabis is real when he says that shit.
He's definitely
people
like
bit his fucking rhymes back in the day. I remember being in a couple ciphers with people. You're just like Cannibal, Mandible, Hannibal, and you're like, oh, those are.
That's Cannabis did that.
Yeah.
So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Hey, Cannabis rap that. So you ain't got to go do that.
You ain't gotta go do that. Put your hands in your pocket, man, and come on. You might as well just freestyle off the head, man.
That's funny.
Cat and hat, nigga. That's where you lie.
A funny thing, and I'm not bragging, but hey, go and stream it if you want to. Definitely on Spotify. My boy Bond, he hooked me up and got me on a track with Cannabis. Bond and Cannabis did a song together. To be honest with you, I don't even know what the fuck it's called. But me and Bond did a CD called Completely Disrespectful. So if you look it up, I know we did a song with Cannabis. I completely forgot about that. Shout out to Bond for doing that.
That's
that
right.
shit's dope.
Cannabis is still considered a underground legend, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely. I mean, I wouldn't put him top tier legend with like all the big names that but he's definitely a name you're knowing.
Oh, yeah,
especially
yeah.
for the lyric.
It's tough to say he's whack. You know, like that's not a
right.
That's
He
not
might
a thing.
not be your cup of tea, but you're not gonna say he's whack. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like
Same
not my
shit with
thing, but-
Eminem. He's not like, I don't have the oh my god, I can't understand it. When people do the Eminem thing, when you got those, it's same thing with Tupac fans. Like, I like Tupac. I don't believe that he was a prophet sent by God and all that, and he was a fucking Machiavelli and all that other stuff, and he was he knew the future and he knew he was gonna die, and I think he made some good hits.
Right,
if he was
right.
alive today, he'd probably be on some remixes.
He knew what he was doing.
Like,
right. He had some bars in
I
there.
believe he was, super strong, but I was like, you knew kids that listened to
Right.
Tupac, and it was a different than just
Infatuated.
listening to him, you
Right.
know?
It was like
Yeah.
every poster in the room was Tupac.
Exactly.
Like, I always had different posters. Like, I did the Word Up in Right On magazine.
Word
Shout out-
Up.
Shout out the Word Up and Right On. Niggas that know. You get them for, I don't know, I might have read an article too. Probably not. You get them for the posters, man. You
Yeah,
know? It was like postered up, and it was always like, you didn't know which one, or you're in the store looking at them all, And as soon as the one came with, I think, Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim, that was my one.
Yep.
It's like, yo, yeah, it's going up. And it was the one where Lil' Kim had, I think her cover when she was squatting down.
Squatting with the
And-
monkey.
Right. Her box was damn near swinging on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, Kim, look at that Puff Dragon.
Man, it's funny that you say that because
not a new one.
I saw something on Twitter today that I could not fucking
'Cause
believe.
I'm sitting like, I hope it ain't Lil' Kim's
and
new
I was
look.
so happy with it. And it's not even a person. It's not a picture. It's something that this woman said. This woman's name is Tammy Nicole.
Tammy
and
Nicole.
on June 13 at 3:12 p.m., she said, "Gotta pee loud at a N-word's house. Gotta let him know this a big fat moose pussy." So speaking of Little Kim with the big fat moose pussy,
Huffing it.
just to let you know that Tammy Nicole is out there,
Right.
and apparently
And she's got the most puss.
when you pee loud and you force it out of you, that's how you let them know
Right.
that
That's a moose
this
puss,
is
nigga.
a moose pussy.
That means you might have to call a friend to help you out with this motherfucker. Run and start with a goddamn killer on your shoulder, nigga.
I have never been like, say, on the couch within earshot of the bathroom listening to a woman urinate and been like, judging by the stream, I need to know the diameter of the inside of her
Right.
pussy.
I wonder if that's like a thing to like if a lady knows like, see how heavy your stream is? That nigga got a big dick. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
right?
Like, can you tell that? The bigger the stream, the bigger the penis. I know.
The bigger the stream, the bigger the dream. Come on.
It's like, is that a thing?
The bigger the stream, the bigger the scream. Who knows?
Bigger that thing. But to hear a loud pussy is something I never experienced.
Yeah.
Unless it was a loud queef. It's like, ooh.
Like
That one- that
there
one
were some
vibrated.
girls that had commented on the thread about like, yeah, girl, when I piss, it sounds like I'm frying chicken. It's like some crazy shit. We're like, yo, I'll be honest with you, that pussy might be too powerful.
God, chicken and pussy just make me giggle. And
Yeah.
snot bubbles and shit.
That pussy might be too powerful. Then those are the girls that you hear about taking the condom off your dick while you just have your dick inside her, and she
Right.
just goes,
No
"Thunk,
hands.
I'll take that."
Watch this. No hands. I'll take the condom off.
She takes it off like it's a
Wait.
fucking.
And then the core part is, it's real when now no hands, she spits it out. Whoop! That motherfucker's strong.
Right?
Like, what the fuck is that? That's
Like
the
your dick is that marshmallow that's roasting, and she takes off that thunk, top layer.
and her pussy is like the garbage compactor in Star Wars. If you remember that scene where shit was like just sucking things down and like you're stuck in there, nigga. Get out of there. The pussy's alive.
Mm-hmm. Get out of there. She tried to lock on me and shit.
Oh,
She tried to
man.
lock on me.
So if you ever come face to face with a moose pussy, it's probably Nicole.
It's so amazing, man. Gotta pee loud at a house. Gotta let them know this a big fat moose pussy. Like,
I hope she's writing checks.
Man.
to work. That's
I
great.
hope she's doing
Gotta
well.
let a nigga know when I'm pissing in his house about this big fat moose pussy. It's like, God, or maybe some girls want him to think that and just like start pouring water down the fucking drain out of a bucket up from about 8 feet. Hold that bitch about 6 feet in the air, let that water come trickling down. Like, damn, girl. That's a moose pussy, B.
you didn't see her bring a gallon of water into the bathroom when she went. Like, whoa.
Right.
Fuck's
I was
going
just
on in
gonna
there?
say she's using the cup on your sink and scooping out the toilet. I don't know. People do weird shit, man. But I respect them. I respect them all in their moose
You
pussy
have
ways.
to respect them. Hey, and we were talking about rappers too. Speaking of rappers, I had some knowledge bestowed upon me this week when I was at work. I made a connection that I've never made before. How we do the Just Bake, and some people, you know someone's close to you and you've never seen them in a way that other people might see them, where occasionally somebody would say that you look like Ice Cube on the comments,
Yes,
right?
I've heard this Ice Cube,
Now-
Jay-Z's.
We were talking about the other week about he did one of the XXX movies, and it happened to be on one of the free streaming services, so I started watching it at work. And I know what it is. You two, you have the same nostrils. I'm telling you.
You know, it's funny. I got my daddy's nostrils, so it's probably, because my mother said, that's one thing my mother told me, you got your daddy's nostrils. They used to flare up a lot.
Yep.
And it's like.
And it was a
huge.
driving scene because when Ice Cube does that scowl, and he was driving and he looked over and did and I saw a flare, and I was like, That's it.
That's
That's
it.
the
That's his
section.
cue.
No, it's not his whole face. It's not anything. It's there.
And to be
It's
fair, in that video that we did, I had the goatee too. So
Yes.
it's kind of like, oh, Cube. It's Cube.
Cube.
He's got the goatee. That's all Cube does. Cube is like goatee for life, nigga. I don't think I've ever seen him with just a mustache. Did he? Maybe in a movie? I don't know.
Because I know he played a principal in a movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did it in that.
I feel like I've never seen Ice Cube with anything but a goatee.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, he had the baby face kind of when he was NWA, but
Yeah.
he couldn't grow hair at that time.
Right?
Like the most famous that people know Ice Cube from now is goatee.
Yeah.
Friday, all that shit.
It went Jerry curl to goatee and then game over.
Now are we there yet? You know what I mean?
But it was interesting to make that connection to finally be like, oh, I see what you see. You know what I mean? Like when that little kid was looking in Robin Williams' eye and he's like, there you are, Peter. There you are. That's how I felt, bro.
It's you. Like, yes, it's me. Nigga. Get your hands off
It
me.
is you.
Oh, but
Get
shout
your
out to
sticky
Cube.
ass
It's-
child hands off my face.
You know, it's like, you know, I try to get into that thing because, you know, sometimes it gets frustrating when you hear it. And I got to that point where I started accepting things. Like, I used to hear Jay-Z a lot, especially when I did the whole face shave. You know, and when I have no hair on my face, it's like, oh my God, you like Jay-Z. I had motherfuckers come up to me in a grocery store that barely spoke English, man. The guy was like African. Oh, it's good, man. My friend, oh my goodness, you look like the guy, the famous singer. The famous, oh my goodness, what is his name? Jay-Z. Like, nigga, you can't even fucking say his name right, and you telling me to?
That's
you
wild.
niggas is. And then I noticed what it was. I said it's more kind of like the shape of our head a little bit and the eyes, because nose, mouth section, out the equation. I have none of that. That nigga's got big ass lips and a big ass, like, long, big nose. Like, you know, my nostrils flare out. I got a penis head for the front part. You know what I mean? It's like a line I got from my aunt. And I definitely don't have his lips. You know what I mean? Halfway to do that to you. It takes away
Right.
the top lip.
The top lip suffers.
The top lip's gone, nigga.
It's another
You
band.
so my baby, you get that juicy bottom. You ain't gonna get the top. So just focus on one section.
Get low, boss.
Get low. But nah, it was like, you know, I used to get upset, and then I started accepting it. I remember back in the day when we were younger, when it used to be said, and that's when I kept the low cut like Jay and no hair on my face. So it was kind of like, so these motherfuckers, my boys and shit, shout out to them niggas, used to pitch it to chicks when we, you know, had me around. It's like, yo, that's Jay-Z cousin and shit. You know what I mean? It's a little cuz. Oh my God, you like just like him. Then they start, then I, you know, sometimes, you know, I go along with it. So, yeah, you know, I see him here and there and shit. Like, you niggas need to, like, do something for me. Give me some money. I'm helping y'all get pussy.
Right?
It's like you're trying to get it off the guy who is supposed to be related to Jay-Z. But it's crazy because I tell you, my boy, man, when he did some bouncing for security work for, like, celebrities and, like, musicians, more art, rappers and shit like that. He's like, bro, he said, man, until when you're there working it, man, and you really see these women go that crazy, they're willing to do anything just to be around, like, Drake. You know what I mean? She's going to fuck the bouncer or suck his dick just to get in the back area to be close to him. Shit is crazy. He's like, yo, he's like, yo, being security, man, plus when I was in my single flow, man, I got blessed a lot just from kind of like, can I just be back there? I just want to see him. I'll take care of you. Like, okay.
Right?
It's the thing that people do, man. Oh my God, that reminds me of a story I got to tell real quick. The other night I was at work and I was in I forgot what Meriden part of Connecticut, and I'm in my car. You know, I was about to get out and go check into the spot, and I'm on the phone right quick. It's like 3:30 in the morning. A tap comes on the window. Young girl there, you know, fairly attractive. She didn't look like a crackhead or anything, you know. She's like, oh, excuse me, you got are you my Uber driver? I'm like, no, I'm not your Uber driver. And then she decides to spill her life to me at that moment. Like, no, I'm not your Uber driver. Oh, okay. I'm trying to get an Uber. You know, I just can't. I'm an escort. I just
Alexa,
can't.
stop.
See, I'm an escort. It just came from my clients. You know, and I'm trying to get to New Britain. She was like, you know, I give you $20. You could bring me. Nigga was kind of broke, so I thought about it. I'm like, how far? I got shit to do, but how far? And I looked it up. It was like 20-something minutes away. I was like, nah, you all good. She's like, come on, please. I got you 20, 25. I was like, no. Just like, I'll suck your dick. You know, I felt like I was in fucking, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick. Like, she was like, I give you a blowjob.
Cheeseburgers, man.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, nah, I couldn't do that, man. I love my lady. I got one for that. No, I'm okay. Thank you. No, oh, please. And then I said, I'll call you a cab. You know, I called her a cab, and I even waited there for her, but I probably should have just bounced because the stories that came out when you have that escort person that's like no filter, and like I kind of was giggling because it was just like, oh, okay. She was like, oh my God, I just I just suck a ass to get home right now. Like I will suck ass right now, balls, ass, all that just to get home. Hello, excuse me. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing right now?
Right?
And then it turned into like a story of her. What she tried to do was funny. So, talking to her and it's like, how do you think I am? When she wants to get all excited. It's
Yeah.
Well, you probably like you're in your 20s, mid-20s, I'd say, or something like that. No, you're way off. I'm 19. I said, okay, I know what that is. You said that to see if I was that guy. I'd be like, oh, you're 19? Ooh.
Right.
You know what I mean? They'd be like, okay, you can suck my dick now. Let's go for a ride. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not that guy. You got the wrong, I mean, I could tell you don't really look 19. Maybe you are, but I'm putting you in your 20s. You got like a little wig on and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you got a little hobble to your step. I don't know. Maybe not be 19.
You look like someone kicked you in the ass a couple of times.
Right. And it's like, you want to suck my dick? No, I'm all good.
No.
So the cab driver, he pulled up, and I pulled up alongside the nigga. Put your window down. He pulled up. So I'm going to pray for you. She might take care if you want her, too. Then I pulled up. He was like, huh? And she's laughing in the back seat while I'm telling this shit. I just peeled. Good luck, nigga, because she going to try to suck dick instead of getting that. He didn't pull off right away, so I'm assuming he probably like, do I accept this fare or not?
Yeah.
All right, nigga, I get his head off. All right, well, what do you got? Anything in your mouth?
And he's trying to flashlight in your mouth.
Yeah, but then it's like I got to this point where I felt bad for her in a sense of like some fucked up shit happened to you in your life while you're in this path. You know what I mean? That you're willing to just fucking suck dick and do whatever just to.
I believe she said suck ass.
Suck ass, dick, and do all kinds of crazy shit just to get home and shit. That's kind of like she's breaking into her story and just like she's like, oh, I was adopted. Okay, that's probably one step. I was adopted, and this she goes, and I got married to my adopted father. So hold on, wait. I said I don't want to judge, but you got to imagine my face is not really taking that to her. I don't what? And she's like, no, I can explain it. Let me explain it. So I was adopted by the mom and dad or whatever, and the father who adopted her, the mom and dad, they had a kid that was older than her as well. You know what I mean? Dad dies. And I think mom died too, or mom left, or mom wasn't in the picture. Her mom's dying now. That's what it is. But dad had died, and when dad had died, the son who was old enough adopted her, and that's who she ended up with, the adopted son who became the adopted father.
That's
strange. I thought
she was trying to see if that was your kink, and then she would suck your dick.
She probably was like, "Are you into incest? Fuck
you
no.
like this this stepbrother porn?"
And then she went into like the. Like almost nonchalantly, like my mother was a heroin addict when I was younger, so she'd get high. And when I was younger, she said I was raped by 9 guys that came over when she was all incapacitated, all high, and they raped me with my mom all fucking high in the next room. And I'm sitting there like, wow, that's not shit you just tell people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like either you're just so open about it because you're just that fucking gone, you know what I mean, or you're lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, it's not nice to be fucking telling me something like that because I do have a heart and a compassion for shit like that, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, that's fucked up. People are fucking shitty, because there's people that do shit like that. But then it's like this girl's trying to get home any other way, so I think she was just really trying to fucking milk
say
me without
whatever
milking
possible,
my prostate, right?
She was going for the prostate milk for a ride home.
Milk, like I put my finger in your ass, nigga. I'll lick your taint. Please give me a ride home. Like, no, I was gonna take the money. Like, Then when she called the cab and they told her it was gonna be like, they said, what's that gonna cost me? And they looked it up. It's like about $30-40. I said, shit, I could have did it for 35.
Right.
But it's like, nah, I don't need no shit like that in my life.
And that's just a straight up like once she's in your car,
right?
Then what?
Then it's right.
Then you have to get her out of your car,
right?
At some
and
point.
my whole thing is like, I drop the bitch off, and she goes somewhere. And something bad happens to her, and you start retracing her steps to fucking being.
You're the last one that was seen with her,
and that's the last thing I needed to be doing is telling her, look, I just gave a prostitute a ride. That's all I did. Like, yeah, I'm sure that's all. She gave you one too, right?
Yep.
Baby, I swear. My girls go like, I told her about it. Like, I come home and joke about it. Baby, they want me in these streets.
Babe, I got offers to get my ass sucked.
You know what I mean? She want to lick my ass up for a ride home, baby. You told her I'd do it better. I said, yeah, but you got to refresh me, though. Remind me, because I just got offered.
Yeah, that is an amazing song to do to the fucking acoustic guitar with your just legs swinging off the pier. And I almost had to suck your ass for a ride home. Wherever I may roam, I'm a sucker ass for a ride home. Sitting on that bone.
God, dare I say the whole
For
video
a ride home.
the whole video is chocolate lips.
Oh, God.
On the dock swinging with the fucking crust, nigga.
Just that,
Willy Wonka, nigga.
what's that fucking site? Dirty Sanchez. Just
Oh,
with a DS on him. For a ride home.
Oh, but see, for a video like that, you got to start
The
at the
things I do.
You got to start at the pupils and pan away
Yeah,
into the mouth.
slow-
Comes
slow-
into the slow pan to the crusty mouth, nigga.
Slow back up.
Slow back up to the
Slow
crack.
reveal.
Yeah, so that was last night. So I just had to share that one because that was actually not last night, the night before. That was interesting. I don't think I've ever got offered head to give a ride home.
Right.
That's desperate measures to me, and I don't think I want any of that because you probably got something.
Yeah. I
You
know.
know, I
man,
don't
like-
know what kind of escort you are, but they're usually a little professional to some of those ones, you know.
Yeah, that's something like, what do you do for food?
Right. No, I know what she does is she fucking she sits like she was looking in the window, you know, of the car. She's all Dunkin' Donuts back. Oh my God, you gonna eat that? I said,
Oh,
it's
no.
a chocolate donut, honey. Take it. I don't, you know. She fucked it up. I'm like, damn, that nigga fucked the shit out of you. I don't want to say. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that nigga wore you out, huh? You hungry as fuck.
He
You
didn't
eating that
feed
donut.
you?
That nigga didn't feed you, kicked you out without properly calling you an Uber. You're not a real escort. You know, shit, I almost proposed to her to fucking be her fucking security detail. Like, yo, you need somebody to watch your back. You know what I mean? I charge cheap rate and shit. Oh, she told me she could break. I said, you don't be nervous out here just doing this shit by yourself? Like, oh, I can take down a grown 6'8" man, break his legs. I didn't see it in her. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the fight. You know, she pitched it, but I didn't feel. I felt a little.
She
wilder.
pitched it, but you wasn't catching.
Yeah, I felt a little wilder in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's
Little wobbly
wilder.
wilder.
That's wilder, bro. You ain't taking no shots. Stop. You ain't taking no shots.
Wobbledy wobbledy.
The only shots you take is to the face.
Ooh.
Yeah, but pray for her.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't see her in the.
Oh
you
my
know,
God,
a
I
bitch.
forgot about the exit. So, before she jumped in the cabs, so I'm like, okay, here's your cab. You know, she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. You know, she went for the hug. I was like, okay, all right, you know, you're all set now. And you get a hug, and as she's walking away, bro, she went down and went for the scoop. So it's kind of like, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. She's like, that's how I say goodbye. I say it like this. Bye. Come on. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, see that's the difference between men and, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, would I have been wrong to punch her in the mouth? Because if a guy does that to a woman, she's got every right to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm more comfortable to that point where it's like, I mean, if she kept going, it'd have been like, oh, yo, chill the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, no is no, bitch. Like, this is how y'all feel.
Fuck around and get kicked in
Yo,
that moose
like,
pussy.
for a moment, like, I don't think I've ever had that moment where I kind of felt like a female. like I felt almost
You
like
felt like an
slightly-
object.
Like kind of felt violated, but I giggled about it too because it's like, you know, she grabbed my nuts. You know what I mean? Like, shit don't happen every day to niggas. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, it was kind of violation, man. Like, no, that wasn't really cool, baby. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's how I say goodbye. No, is that your last ploy to be like, let me get your number?
Right?
You know what I mean?
What if I punch you in the back of the head and I'm like, that's how I say goodbye?
Bye.
Just hammer fist. Thunk. That's how I say goodbye.
I say bye-bye. Oh, God. But
Leave you
that,
with those Alicia Keys eyes. Just, hey, what? Who did?
oof, that's that. Oh, man.
That's a beautiful story, man.
Yeah.
For episode 114 of the Watermelon vs.
114,
Pumpkin
man.
podcast,
'Cause
Squadcast,
it's
Godcast.
Godcast and the Fogcast. At the end of the day, I think.
It's the beginning of the night.
And sorry we didn't get to the Kobe Memorial, but that
It
happened.
was sad as fuck.
It was sad. We'll elaborate a little bit on it next week. But you know what happened. You know there were tears, but there were some interesting things that happened. That's all. I love you niggas.
Peace.
Young peace.